Hey all, this is Ricky with Real Talk Chimp. Live streaming on YouTube, part 2 of the CuteBee DIY miniature house Kissa Coffee shop here. 3D miniature with 262 pieces. Part 1 we did an unboxing. We did a tutorial, tools required, and what else? About commentary, all that kind of stuff. We're going to try to do a part 2 here. I'm basically doing this kit by Braille because I'm basically blind in my eyes, so it's going to be mostly by feel and by magnifying glass, so you have to bear with me. So remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're live streaming on YouTube at Real Talk Chimp. That's RealTalkChimp. We'll make sure we're live streaming, hopefully. Part 2. Testes. Testes. Do we have any testes? Testes. We do. Testes. Okay. Like I said, I tried to start building this on the previous stream. And we're going to try to get through at least some of the build. Alright, like I said, it's going to require me to use a magnifying glass to be able to see what I'm doing. I apologize, but there's nothing I can do. Don't get old. So where we left off is we had made this kind of like little shelf system, and I tried to get down here to make this kind of flower pot thing. So we had checked the batteries to make sure the batteries worked. The batteries did work. Okay. So we'll put the battery box and wires off to the side. We'll get all the gizmos out. Put them aside as well. And then we'll get the plates out and we'll see if we can build this kit. Okay. Some of the plates do fall out, like this piece here, and I just set them into the box and set them aside to when I need them. Okay. And we'll put the plates aside. So this is what we had built in the part 1. We added some glue in here to secure this down. So, and we started working on the flower pot, but again, because these parts are so small, I cannot see them. I can only feel them. That's how it's going to be. It's very difficult for me to see. I can't see these numbers at all. So we're going to do our best. Also, I can't read the chat. I need to use the magnifying glass, so bear with me again, like I said. Weak hero. That's as far as I can go. Hello. Hope you can hear me. You can let me know by pressing the number 1 or making the little hearts go up or whatever if you can hear me. So, yeah, I will be building this kit right here. And we are on part 2. So we started off by putting, oh, okay, good, you can hear me. I appreciate that. Thank you. We started off by working on part 3 here by taking this little flower pot and putting this peg in there, which, again, the camera doesn't focus very well, but it is inside here. I just need to make sure that I put it in the correct direction. Let me see. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I think I may have put it in upside down. Again, I'm basically blind in both of my eyes, so you kind of have to bear with me. So we're going to start this over again and try to put this in the right direction here. So I'm doing this basically by feel and extreme close-up with the magnifying glass. Even I can't even see through the magnifying glass. You guys can see it, I think. You should be able to see it. See if I can get it to focus. So basically it's this little piece right here. So, oh, don't want to lose that. It's this little piece right here. Let me know when it focuses. Let me know if you can see it focusing. Unfortunately, I cannot. But you see that it is a shape. And I have to turn the object to match the shape that's right here. Then we'll be putting the peg in. I believe I have it facing the correct way. So it looks like a little cup, but it's a little, like I said, it's a little flower pot that we're building. The thing is the peg that has to go inside it is so tiny that, yeah, it's kind of brutal. So, oh, hey, Brianna. Oh, Brian, I'm sorry. Brian, my bad, Brian. Again, vision is poor. We have a gal that comes and watches the streams named Brianna. I thought that was immediately, but Brian, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Okay, so again, I'm doing this by feel, so just bear with me. Unfortunately, this is something new here of this waking up blind. Kind of fun. So, trying to get this little part. There we go. I think it's in there. Okay. Not sure if it's supposed to go all the way through. It feels like, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so I heard the snap. That was good. Not the snap of it breaking, but the snap of it going through here. So you either hear a squishy sound or you hear a snap when you're building these wooden kits. So it appears that it's in here. So we'll move on to the next part. Little itty bitty teeny tiny parts here. So what on earth was that? Oh, so I have a tablet over here that shows the chats that I'm using as a monitor. So Jan Paul, well, hello there. I got a message that the tablet needs to be updated, but I'm not going to do that obviously right now. So, because I need it both as a monitor and for the chat screen. Sammy's out there. Hey, Sam. It's a little cooler today than it has been, so Sammy's enjoying the outside. All right, so we have to connect some parts to this. So I have to figure out what number these parts are. All right, so it looks like B43 and J1. All right, so we have an E here. We're going to put that aside. And we have a... Okay, we're at B. That's what we want, B. Okay. So I said B43, which is right here. We'll use our little punch tool. So it is basically the same as the one that we used over here. This is the one that we used to make the little thing right here. It was this one, the B46, I believe it was. So we're going to go and punch out a B43. Now remember, anything that's in red means that it's an extra one. So, okay, so we got one of these. And then we need a J. A J number. So what do we have here? We have D. We'll put D over here. We have A. We'll put A next to D. We have C. All right, so what could J possibly be? Are these J? I gotta see if there's any numbers on here. Numbers or letters. Oh, I see it. Okay, it's up here somewhere. You see that shape? Looks like a milkshake with two swords sticking out of it. But it's supposed to be, I guess, a flower pot. So, okay, let's take a look here. So, yes, it is J. Okay, it is J. See if that shows up on the screen. J5. So we're looking for J1. Okay. We're looking for J1, which is right here. J1. When you think this is brutal, me having to use the magnifying glass, wait till I paint the next picture. I just purchased some more paint by numbers kits, and I found a good one with chimpanzees on it. It should be a fun one. Okay, so here's this little critter. It like I said, it looks like a latte with two straws sticking out of it, or something with two swords poking out. It's a little small thing. So what we have to do is we have to take this little part of the flower pot, this little part of the flower pot, take this here, run it through that little peg. So I'm gonna need 3 hands for this, so give me a minute. So let's hold on to this little critter. These things are super tiny. I've got big chimpanzee hands, so yeah. Kind of bear with me here. Hello there, Jan Paul. Are you able to hear me? If you can hear me, make the little hearts go up. That would give me a visual cue that I'm doing something right, I hope. Okay, so let's see if we can do this here. Very small little critters. Okay, so we ran it through here. You can see the peg coming out. So now we need to find where the other piece went. Oh, if I can't find it. Oh, there it is. It's stuck to my hand. Oh, whew, these guys want to take off. Okay, so we're going to connect this guy onto that peg right there, I hope. Okay, how about we turn it around and try it? Okay, cool. Appreciate it, thank you. Okay. So you don't want to, you don't want to connect. So now we have to think of maybe the reason why it doesn't want to connect is I need to sand the part down. That's entirely possible. Somebody putting something at the door, I think in Amazon or something. Okay. Oh, got it. I got it. I got it. Hopefully I put that on correctly. Son of a mother father. It's reversed. It's supposed to go little sword, big sword. Will it still pass, whether it's reversed or not? Well, we'll try to figure it out. Let me put the phone down for a moment and figure out who is at the front door. Be right back. Oh, putting the light on. All right. Okay, thank you. Alrighty. Oh, it's too far. Okay. Alright. Alright. All right. Let's see. Oh, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you. Holy monkey. Okay, so we've got that and that. Now it wants us to put these little white things on there. Looks like K1. K1. Okay, I'm gonna think these are K1s. They look like little flowers. Is there a number on here? Can't see. Can you see? Does it say K1 on there? I think it does at the top up here. It says K1 right here. Oh, these are teeny tiny little critters. Teeny tiny little critters here. Okay. Like little paper cutouts, okay. Now this is going to be really delicate and difficult, I think, because look at how small this little paper, it's a flower stem is what is it supposed to be. A flower stem. All right, let's try to figure this out. How are we gonna do this? Let's get our tweezers out, maybe. Let's get something that'll help us here. These things look very, very delicate. I almost think that I want to glue these on here. This is going to be impossible. Let's see. Okay, so it does have a little hole to put this thing in, but it's so small. This is probably best to put this kit together with, you know, your child or with a friend, soloing this build. Well, if I wasn't blind too, soloing this build. Certainly require some help from a friend. If I could teach Sammy how to help me with these kits, then life would be good. All right, let's see if we can even grab this without bending it. That doesn't look like it's possible. All right, I think what I'm going to end up doing is, since I can't see it, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to put it aside. Or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it onto it, because I cannot possibly see it with my own eyes. So we're just going to grab some glue and we're just going to glue it on. Okay. Seems like the best option for me at the moment. Come on, sweetheart. Kind of like that. Let it dry for a moment. I'm just using the Elmer's glue. I'm not using the B7000. While it is a super glue and would probably work a lot more better, or much better, just due to its toxicity, I like to stay away from it. Where are you, sweetheart? You can get off there. Oh boy. You remember the game Operation? Stuck to the hand. Where you buzz if you hit the wrong body part or whatever. That's what that kind of felt like. I dropped a little lower than where the stem is, but there you go. Little flowers. We probably have to make many of these. So as brutal as that was, They have it running through. You see, so the stem goes straight through. But for the sake of my eyes and yours, that's how it's going to be for now. Looks like this guy may be falling off. Let's see if we can set him a little higher. Okay, let's put it over here. I'm just going to set it aside. All right. I'm not sure. Does it say 2 times? It does say 2 times. Okay. So we do have to make another set of these. Okay, so let's go back over here to B. We'll grab that one. And this one. Okay, we have both of those. And then we need that little peg again, which I believe is a C. C, is it C? No, it's an E8. E8, that little peg. So we'll go over to here to E, which is right here. See how super teeny tiny these little pegs are here. They act as kind of like nails, like a, you know, like a nail that you hammer a nail. These pegs that go in between parts. Okay, the E8. Then we used one of these. It's paper. Some kind of weird plastic paper. And then 2 of the flowers. Okay, so here comes the fun part again. Let's see. Here comes the fun part again. It's trying to put this together, this little peg. I know you couldn't see that because I had the camera slightly off kilter. Let's see if I can get this to focus. The phone wants to focus on my fingers and not the actual part. So this is the part that's going to stick to the wall or whatever it's going to stick to. Okay. Oh, I forgot to, oh, son of a monkey. I forgot to put the part in between it. So hang on. Let's pull that apart. Okay. Now we got to pull this back together here. All right, so little one first. Little one first. Also, those of you that build kits and paint pictures like I do, if you ever want to collaborate, just hashtag RealTalkChamp. Or the @ symbol, I guess, Real Talk Champ. I'm always down to collaborate. It looks like, oh, nope. Is it falling apart? Yes, it is. It all fall apart. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's try again. Working with tiny parts. I probably shouldn't be live streaming until my vision either comes back or it doesn't. If it doesn't come back, then unfortunately the live streaming career will probably be over. Unfortunately. But until I can learn Braille. In the meantime, I'm doing my best. All right. We could go this way. Work if I go this way? I don't feel it. it has to go the other way. Okay. This is a real struggle. Go with our glue, our little flowers. As many flowers as there are, I can see this is going to be a brutal task. Cooperating. So again, I set them on there with the glue. All right, let's put them aside. There's the first one. There's the second one right there. Okay. Again, when you're not using the glue, make sure you wipe off the nozzle and close it up so it doesn't dry out and lock the glue inside and it not coming out. So what I did again was I connected that part to create that, stuck that little paper part on there, connected the second piece to give it the three-dimensional look, put the flowers on it, not well because I can't see it, but just connected the flowers next to it. You, with better vision and better dexterity, will probably be able to do that better. Again, I suggest if you have poor eyesight like mine, use a magnifying glass, of course. So there's a bunch of stuff written here. It's in multiple languages. So okay. So we can turn the page and move on. Get this to bend a little bit more so we can see it. So imagine, this is a coffee shop, but it's got a lot of plants and stuff around it. Imagine doing the flower shop. They do have a flower shop where you're going to make thousands of these things. The last build that I did of the library, I had to do like 100 books, where you're sticking stickers on little blocks. And there's another library that's like, a foot wide, that's a foot deep, a foot tall. that has 1,000, has over 4,000 parts or something to it, and at least say 2,000 of those parts are books. So talk about tedious work. Like tedious work, when you're building a dollhouse, tedious work is things like this, the accoutrement, the little decorations that you put inside of a dollhouse. Building a dollhouse, having 4 sides, a base, and then, you know, a roof, that's the easy part. It's decorating it and adding the stuff inside. So sure, we could build this without adding all of the stuff in there, but then it's just gonna be an empty house, right? So that's why they start at the stuff first that you put in your house before they actually get to putting the walls and stuff up. So yeah, these look like we're doing pictures, photographs. Yeah, so looks like we're doing photographs now. So again, this is a coffee shop, hence the shop part. So you go and you get your coffee, you sit down outside in the garden, or you sit inside the coffee shop. It's an open-aired Showa-era Japanese style coffee shop. The Kissa Coffee, you can look, they have them all over the world. You can Google search it, you'll see the Kissa Coffee. Kissa meaning, Kissa in Japanese means it's the style of architecture of the house, the building. But yeah, the coffee shop is obviously coffee shop, so, but yep, alrighty. So let's try to figure out what these numbers are. They look like B35, B34, and B37. So 35, 34, 35, and 37. Okay. So let's see if we can find these things. 34 is right here. 34. Okay. 34. We're looking for 35. Should be nearby. Here's 35. There are 2 of them, so we're going to be putting one on either side. Here you go. Hopefully that, I can't tell if it's, it doesn't look like my phone is focusing on it. I don't know why. There it goes. Can you see that? Can you see that number right there? I can't tell what it is. Hang on. It is B35. Okay, that's what we're looking for. 2 B35s. Okay, they're stuck to the board, so there we go. Oh, one dropped. Okay. Put it over there. And we were looking for one more part. A B37. You sank my battleship. B37, which is right here. B37. Stuck on the back here. Right there. Okay. All right, so now we shall connect these parts together. I'll show you on this instruction. So we're connecting the backside to this peg, both of them, and then connecting this part inside. That should look like that. Now, there is a part in here that says we have to glue it, and it looks like it's this one right here. That little thing at the bottom of those flowers. Looks like we have to glue that somewhere. All right. So let's try to put this together first. The square has to be facing downward. So if I flip it over, you'll see that the square up top, the slot, is upward. We got to rotate this, get the orientation correct. Take our little critter here and run it into the back side. Again, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. If it doesn't fit, then it may require, oh, and did I break it? I didn't break it, thank goodness. Okay, but if it doesn't fit, then you need to sand the part down. No, it's not fitting. Okay, so we'll get our little frost rod here. And as I said in the tutorial, the blue side is a heavier grit, the pink side is a softer grit. So I'm just gonna shave this down a little bit. So what happens again, is when these things are traveling from China to wherever they're going, the temperature changes and these things have a tendency of warping. So that's why some of these kits you're unable to put the walls together because the kit's warped. So there we go. So with just a little bit of sanding, you're able to push this on. But I need to make sure I'm facing the right direction. I believe I am. Okay. So that's one. Hold it from the other side and we'll grab number 2 here. Again, we're using this back side here and making sure the slot is towards the bottom, and then connecting the sanded peg into the slot. Sometimes I'll pull the camera away just so that I can see. So that was a good snap. That was a good snap. This one should have got a better snap, but it did not. So that's what we're looking for here. Here. And now we're going to take this little piece here, take this peg and place it into the hole here. We're going to try, is the key word. There we go. No squish or snap, just there it goes. I'm not sure if you heard that. So that's what we're looking for right here. A little cattywampus here. These are small enough things that if you're even able to even see them, it'll be a miracle. But now let's figure out, I'm gonna put that down. So here we are at this stage here. We connected that one again. See the orientation of where that slot is, that you have a taller part here, but then the slot is lower. And that it's the color side forward, the black side backwards, or the back side connected onto this thing here. That part goes through there. Okay. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's showing an arrow showing what this looks like. So now it's going to require a base. So that base number is B36. Let's grab B36 right in front of me here. That is B36, correct? Big enough piece that I can use my thumb. Okay. It has something written on it. Oh, it's a keyboard. Oh, I know what we did. I thought we were making pictures. We're making a point of sale system, a cash register, basically. Ah, that's right. Okay, so you see this is kind of hard to see here because it's so tiny. So those were monitors. These are monitors for a point of sale system. A cash register, a digital cash register, because that's the keyboard right there. Not sure how well you can see that, but let's see. If I tilt it, you can see the keys printed on there, because it's kind of tiny. Okay, so orientation, it needs to face this way in order to put, let's figure this thing out. Okay, so this goes like so. Peg here into slot here. I'm trying to feel where it's at. It's like playing miniature golf. There we go. Okay, this is going to require glue because I can already feel that it is not going to stay. So we'll drop a little glue in here, and this time I'll use the B7000. Again, if you're going to use the B7000, which is for plastic and wood, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, or you'll probably pass out from this, as it is a super glue, and it is quite toxic. Just going to put a little bit off to the side so I can dip this into it. Not feeling good for the home team here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there it is there. I'm going to drop a little glue on top, make it secure. Perfect. Your little point of sale system. Trying to get it to focus so you can see it. Not doing very well for the home team here. Okay. So let's figure out where that white little tab goes, because I know it requires glue. Oh, I am never going to be able to put this, nope. I'm not going to be able to put the cap on there because I can't see it. All right, so there's that little white thing that needs to be glued. So we have to figure out where it goes. It looks like it sets inside there. Oh, it's a receipt. Man, they get tricky. It's the receipt coming out of the machine. That little tab is the machine part where the receipt. And they want us to glue this in here. Where'd it go? Here it is. That is nifty. That right there is some nifty. Okay, so that has to go. There should be a slot on top of this little peg thing here. And if there is not a slot there, then we need to bend it and glue it on top. So I'm going to first try and see if there's a slot to put said critter. There is a slot right there. Oh, I so wish this phone would just, there we go. I wish it would just focus so you guys can see it. No idea if that got in there. It's embarrassing for me that I'm struggling so hard. But again, if I was able to see what I was doing, you know this would be going a lot quicker. You've seen the last 80 videos that I have done so far. And I'm struggling very badly. I'm like perspiring how badly I'm struggling with this. I mean, I haven't live streamed in a good couple of days because of my vision. But I know the slot's there. I just can't see it. So I set it into the glue. If it ever focuses so that you can see it, it's not facing the right direction. But give me a moment. There we go. It's so teeny tiny. It's the receipt coming out. So I guess it would technically be facing this direction. And if you're so inclined and you think someone's going to be able to really see this when they're looking into the coffee shop, you could probably write a few little dots on there with, you know, a real fine pen, a very fine ink pen. Can you all let me know if this is focusing? I really can't see. I want to make sure that it's focused on the screen for y'all. Unfortunately, I just can't see it. Okay. So a little cash register, a little point of sale machine, a POS. That's not going to work. All right, so once again, I'll walk you through this. We started up here with one of the monitors. Originally, I thought it was photographs. So this is like a monitor stand for two monitors, one for the cashier and one for the customer to be able to see their tally. It sits, there's a tray, a little machine that prints out the receipts, which is this little critter here. So it connected that, which shows you that, how it looks when it's finished. Then we connected it to the base, which comes with a keyboard. And then we glued the little receipt being printed out basically out of that little machine there. So this is the final. So you see the little receipt coming out, the little keyboard off to the right there for the cashier to see. A point of sale machine. All right, so moving on to part 5, I believe. Looks like we have to build a little box. So this right here is showing of what this looks like and how this little part is built, and it requires these 4 pieces here to create that box. Once that box is completed, you will take the planter and whatever that is, another number, and glue it to the shelf that we made over here. Now you can see that shelf inside the box right here. Looks like it's right back here, inside the window. Oh, typical when you go into a coffee shop, you have a shelf of books and other types of things. Makes sense, spices, different types of coffees, what have you. All right, so first off, we'll build this critter right here. So this is going to require parts B18 times 2 and B14 times 2, I believe. So 18 and 14 times 2 on B. 18 and 14. 18 and 14. Let's see. There we go. All right, here is 18 right here, and 14's right here. Okay, so let's grab that. Okay, little box, here we go. Little box, okay. Nice little squish. Oh! What I'm going to do real quick here, I'm going to put this down for a moment. I will be right back. Bear with me. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Sammy, go and entertain. That's your job, isn't it? Entertain. Alrighty then. We are back. Oh, don't knock the phone over. Come back. There we go. Stay. Good dog. If you haven't done so, you don't have to like, but if you want to like, hit that like button. Share it, Real Talk Chimp, with your friends and family. Comment, keep me entertained while I try to entertain you. And of course, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Okay, so we want to make sure this is facing outward, the little symbol. So where's the other one? Here it is. Feeling good on this one here. Nope. Why are you being rotten? Again, sometimes if the part doesn't fit, you gotta sand it. That's a nice squish. Sometimes it also just requires you to turn it around. Not looking good for the home team. Of course, if you sand too much, then you will have to use the glue. Wow. I don't understand why a part refuses to go. Okay. Both look like they're the same size. Why is it struggling so much to go inside here? Does not like this at all. So that worked. I just laid it flat to see if these pegs would even fit inside. They're pretty wonky. You can see there's quite a gap in between, so it's not, see, it's not fully cooperating. But it is making a squish. I don't know why it's got such a weird angle to it though. So you just refuse to rotate. I don't want to break it. I really don't. It's too small. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in here. Worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna chop. You've seen me do it before in the past. When pegs refuse to fit, no matter what I do, because they're warped, I chop the peg off and I just glue it in there. Again, these are things that are so small that chances are you're never going to see them. But I'm a completionist, so I have to put it in there. So. Okay. So it wants me to do what? Okay, what piece is this? B15. 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 Here's B15. Looks like a coffee cup sitting on a tray or something. look at the size of that coffee cup. So then you can determine the size of the coffee cup to the size of the person that's going to be holding that thing. You know? All right, so this critter, here we go. So we take the shelf that we built in part 1 and we determine where this is going to be placed. So it looks like the hole back here is where that cup's going to go. Okay, and then the little box that we made sits on top of it. But does it need to be glued on there is the $1,000,000 question, because it does not feel very secure. Clearly it's supposed to connect onto something. But I don't see anything that it would connect to. Weird. It just shows it's sitting on there. But because I don't feel that it's secure on here, I'm going to dab a little bit of glue. Then it wants us to put one of these flowers on here. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky because I don't want to break the flowers off. So let's take a look at the diagram. Please let me know if it's focusing in. So it looks like it has to go on the outer edge there, onto this one right here. So I'm going to try to hopefully put this on here without breaking everything. Like so. It's not seated on there very well. Let's try that again. I'm trying to hold it at the flower pot so that I don't disturb the two flowers on top. Okay, there's two more holes up here that obviously will require some. Oh, okay, there's more stuff. The cash register and one other thing. Okay, so what we did so far in part 5 is we put the flower pot on there. We put that coffee cup with its base on there, as well as creating that little box, which is that little box. Okay, and then we came over here to the finished piece, which is right here. And now we're gonna go down here and put our little cash register and another coffee cup, which looks like B44. Squinting. B44, okay. So that's just gonna set in there, I guess. So let's look for a B44. B44. There's a B45. Here's a B44 right here, several of them. There's 3 of them. Let's take that one right there. Use our little tool. Okay. It's got a peg on the bottom of it, like it wants to connect somewhere, but... Or that goes in front of it. Oh, I think it goes, does it go in front of it? Oh yes, it does. It sits right in front of it in that slot right there. So let's put it in. There we go. It barely made a squish. There it is. It's sitting on top. So it's a 3D print on there. So even if it's turned this way and it's completely flat cardboard or MDF board, if I rotate it, it's got the way that they silk screened it onto this little thing, it makes it look like a three-dimensional. No matter kind of how I rotate it, except when it hits the light, obviously you can see that it's cardboard. But it's still pretty cool to give it the 3D effect to it, right? Pretty nifty. Okay, so then we need one more thing, which is our point of sale machine. And we need to make sure that we're facing it the correct way. Keyboard goes towards the open shelf, it looks like. So keyboard here. Should be a peg underneath here that'll go into that, but I'm not feeling it, so I'm going to drop some glue on top. Even though it doesn't say to glue it up here, I'm just not feeling the slot. So drop some glue. Somewhere up there. Again, I don't know if it's focusing in for y'all. I apologize. I mean, I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, which was the flagship for 2025, but now obviously they have the Galaxy S26 out now. So it seems odd that the keyboard would be facing forward. But, so maybe that's not that shelf right there. It sure looks like it. Why would the cash register be up there? I don't know. I'm not in Japan. I don't know how these things run. Anyway, what we did was this right here. And there is your completed, which is this critter right here. Please let me know with little hearts if you can see, if it's focused in for you to see it. Again, I'm doing this all by feel because I can't see anything. All right, we can now move to the next page. Okay, we're making more. It's like we're making more shelves. Yep, we're making more shelves here. So D13 and D9. Okay, so we can go grab our D plate, C, A, D, our D plate. Come over here, sir. Got the hiccups. Got the hiccups, which means Mike should be nearby. All right, I already forgot. What are we looking for? D9 and D13. D9 and D13. Well, here's D9. D is in Delta. D is in dog. D9. Oh, stay here. Note the orientation of this one. You have two ends here and here. A slot this way and a slot this way, and then your peg. So make sure the peg faces north as it shows in this diagram. So now we'll get D13. Looks like a stack of things. So here we go. Here is D13. Okay. And we're just going to push this peg into this slot here. There we go. That was a nice little squish. I can't tell what these are. They look like little jars of maybe tea and spices or different coffees or something. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Well, you can see the backside doesn't have anything on it, so that will be facing the wall. Okay. And then now we take that part and we connect it to a B27. A B27. We have a Trail 2029 that said hello. And you have a little critter on there. It looks like a cat or a bunny or a Digimon type critter. Hello. Let me see if I can type you a message here. Can I type messages on this tablet? I should be able to, right? Let's try. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong spot. Let's see. Ready? Yay! Uh-oh. I need that part, sir. Come back here. Come back here. Tablet's trying to steal the little part here. Trying to run away with the part that I just made. Okay. What did I say? B27? B27. B27. B20. B27. There we go. B27, this large thing right here. Wow. Let's put B over here. So let's look at the orientation on this thing here. So we want to put the slot side facing down, these pegs facing up. Okay, so then we want to connect the peg coming off of here, the slot here. So let's try to manipulate our phalanges. Nice snap. Good to go there, okay. Now it wants us to put some sides on it. So we're looking at B26 times 2. I put B over here. B26 times 2, which looks like it's right here. Does that look right? Is that B26 times 2? Right here? Okay. Come on. Oh my goodness. It is stuck. How are you stuck? Okay. B26 times 2. Let's see here. We got a gap right here. And then we have a slot right here. So this is sort of like a fish hook thing. You have to take that peg and that slot into that slot and that, or that peg, yeah. So this is going to be a little tricky for me, not being able to see anything. So let's see if I can do this. Slot it in first, rotate, and snap it. Nope. There we have it. Oh! Son of a mother father. Come on! Come on! Looks like we're gonna have to do some sanding. It's on there. It's on there, but it's got quite a gap right there. Let's see if the other one fits on. Got that on there, right? All right, same thing. Same thing. Okay, let's try it. We're gonna kind of put that in there, like we're sewing, like you do. Rotate it, and then snap it on. Snap it on. Okay, there you go. A little cattywampus, but I think we got it. Thank you for the likes, I truly appreciate it. Let's see. Very tiny, yes. Very, very tiny. Yes, it is a 3D puzzle. It's called the Kissa Coffee House in Japan. One of these Japanese city walk. But it's a different city walk than the previous 12 buildings that I've made. It's by the same company, CuteBee, but it's a little bit smaller kit and a different architectural era than the previous 12. The previous 12 that I made are of the Edo period. This is of the Shoin period, so more of a modern. So the Edo period is what, from like, oh God, what, from the 1400s to the early or the mid 1700s, and the Shoin period is the mid 1700s on up to the 1900s, I guess. My Japanese history isn't that great. Used to be, but broken now, broken brain. Those of you that are historians could probably outwit me and tell me that was all incorrect, but I'm basing it all off of Assassin's Creed Shadows, so sue me. Okay, we are going to do our best to not be able to see this and put our cap on our glue. Nope, can't see it, it's too small. Well, good enough. As long as it's got some kind of secure on there. All right, what am I doing? All right, so we're not this part here, but right here. This is what we started with, which created this. Then we added this to that. And then we just put on these two sides right here. Now we're going to drop down and put our top on it. So basically we're building another one of these little things that we did in the part 1. In the tutorial we made this, but in part 2 we made the flowers and the point of sale machine and this little box of goodies right here. So we're basically kind of making the same thing, slightly different. Okay, let's see what you wrote on here. Did you ever watch Antique Roadshow? This reminds me of something we would see on that show. Oh yeah. I mean, I love Antiques Roadshow. No, that's a great show. I've got some antiques that my mom left me before she passed away. If you watch some of my live streams from, say, not doing arts and crafts, but when I used to live stream video games, from 2022, I think, and 2023. If you watch those, like, I have the webcam and it's shining back at me, the webcam, and then right behind me is an antique desk. Like back when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, I have a desk behind me from the 1800s, late 1840s actually. And I still have that desk. It'll come out when I move to my next place. Hopefully, I have to restore it. But I'm going off on a tangent. Yes, and yes, Trail. You are absolutely right. Absolutely 100%. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I'm not sure if these are modern shelving for Japan standards, but yeah. And it's we're basically building a dollhouse, but I don't think you could really play with these dollhouses. Pieces would fall off. These are considered book nooks, where you put them on a shelf. They have an LED light that you can turn on and off. It's mostly decoration, less of actually something you can physically play with. Not to say that a child's not going to try their best to play with it, because the windows can slide open, the doors can open up, you can turn the light on and off. But I think they're more considered like decorative type things. But, you can do with what you will with your said dollhouse, I guess. Again, I don't know why it's considered a dollhouse, but you could take something like this. This scale is like, 1/32nd scale. I think that's kind of how, or maybe 1/18th. So maybe you're working with big trains and you want to build a city with trains or RC cars, or like I want to be able to build it. Like I love trains, HO scale, N scale. I love RC cars. I love anything toy-like. So, if you can find some figures or sculpt your own figures, you know, that will match this size. So we're talking like the size of little G.I. Joes, right? Or little, you know, Star Wars figures probably that will fit this size house. Ooh. And, you know, add them in. There's a kitty cat sitting on a ledge right there. And that's a pretty big kitty cat, like Sammy. All right, so we got to see what number this is here. D14. D. Where are you, D? That's B. Here's D. D14. Okay, D14. Here it is. Here is a D14 right there. So pop that out. Put D over here for the moment. So again, we need to find the orientation on how this is going to set. Well, we know this is the back side that we're not going to see. So let's take a look at the drawing here. I'm not sure, but it looks like this. I need my magnifying glass. I think this is correct because there's a peg coming out of the right. See this little peg right here, little lip right here. It's facing the right, correct. Okay, so we take this critter here and we find a spot for it right here. Remember, if the pegs don't fit, you must quit or sand it down. There's a nice little squish. And we're there. It's a little wobbly. You could probably put a dab of glue in there if you felt uncomfortable with it. Okay. The peg is off to the right. Like so. Now we move to this one here. We need some accoutrement to put on top. You could turn the minifigures into AI scenes when you are done. Well, again, like, I normally don't use AI except for like all my graphics I make myself, but I have used the AI in what? Let me see. Let me go onto my YouTube page real quick here. See if I can find this. So something like you see that, like the thumbnail that I use for like Arc Raiders. Most of my stuff has a chimpanzee in it some way. So I did make the AI chimpanzee, you know, using the AI program to make him look realistic. So like that's where I'd use like AI stuff like that. You know, like this one here, I actually drew this guy and colored him in. It's a little sheriff chimp with bananas for guns. But this is years ago. This is like 2020 or 2019 or something. I'm not sure if it's focusing in. But a lot of people steal my stuff, and then once they put it on Pinterest, I lose everything. So a lot of the stuff I don't really do anymore because I know I'm going to lose it. It's going to disappear on Pinterest. And once it goes to Pinterest, yeah. Well, I am full-blooded chimpanzee here, so you know the real talk part means that I was trained by a human to speak. So you got all chimpanzee here. They say that chimpanzees and gorillas, orangutan, gibbons are part of the human primate. So if that's the case, a chimpanzee has 99.9% DNA of a human. Well, I have 99.9% DNA of a chimpanzee in me. So there you go. All right, what am I doing? I have no idea. We are looking for B13 and B44. B13 and B44. I know I'm calling your bingo numbers here, so get ready to yell out bingo when you've got bingo. B13, well, that's a 12, so there's a 13. So B13 Should be that little critter right there. That may require a little tool. Nope, we got that, okay. So B13 goes into, let's figure out which slot that is. Goes into the first little dot right there. So B13 squishes right into there. Okay. Let's see. Bingo. See? I knew we had a bingo out there. Come on. You know, it's either when we do this when we build these model kits with all these little numbers, it's either going to be bingo or you sink my battleship. So I think last week when we did this, we sank one of Michael's battleships, the moderator. So, all right, B44 looks like another coffee cup. Here we go, B44, which is one of these critters right here. So let's see here. I mean, that would be kind of fun to do, is make up a bingo card. Although I don't know, I haven't played like bingo in quite a long time, so I'm not sure what the numbers go up to on a bingo card. All right, so we're going to take this peg right here and drop it into that slot right there. Hopefully we should get a nice little squish or a click. Or none of the above. Okay. So let me know when it focuses for y'all. Because again, my phone seems to like to want to focus in on my thumb and not on the thing that I'm holding. Let's make it right here. Come on. I can't see it, but you let me know when it focuses. Son of a mother father. Okay, so what we did was this one here, we put the top on top of the case. We dropped in those two pieces onto the top, which should make that, which is this. So now we can set this aside. It looks like we're done with this, okay? So it looks like now we're making a coffee machine, like an espresso type machine now. So let's look for B47, B50, and B48. So 47, 48, and 50. 47, 48, and 50. 47. All right, here's 50. So grab 50. Looks like a shock. Not a shock. It looks like a... Oh, it looks like a spark plug. But I know it's not. Okay. A 47. Okay, we got the 50. We need the 47. 47 right here. So it looks like maybe a flange or a base. 47. And this one right here. Man, I can't see nothing. A 48. So that's the base of the tray where you know, when you're making your coffee machine, you're taking down, putting the stuff. When it's the drain, the base and the drain. See that? Okay. So parts. Okay, so white faces upwards. All right. Oh, we got to go fishing, everyone. So give me a second here. We use the killer claw, and we grab it with the claw, and we bring it back up here. I highly suggest you go over to a pharmacy or whatever and get some of those little claws. And I drop everything. It just happens. Okay, so we want to take the white side facing it up. We want to connect the dark side here to the base and there. It's a nice squish. It goes all the way through. Okay. So then this guy sits on top. Let's see. Nice little squish there. So that, I think, is what we're going for here. Let's see, this got to rotate a little bit. Okay. Right, so if you can see that, that's what we created. Now we need to put that on the back side. It's for washing your backside. B51. B51. If it was a P as in Papa 51, you would call it a Mustang. There we go. There's a B51. Although there could be some Air Force plane out there that's a B51. We know that there's a B52, right? We know that B52s have been used all the way back to Korea, probably back to World War II as a propellered plane. All right, so let's look at the orientation of this thing. It's got two sides to it. That's cool. So let's take a look here. The black part that I see here is up at the top. So that peg faces down. All right, so this is the orientation like so. And so this critter connects up here. We hope. Or not. Let's try it. Let's reverse it and try it this way. So, if you are just joining me, I am blind and doing this by touch mainly, and it is not fitting. Okay, so not fitting, so what do? Let's see. We grab our little file out and we do some filing. When I say blind, I mean I can just barely see. Not clearly, like everything. Imagine everything that you're looking at being extremely fuzzy, and not in a good way, not like in a fuzzy Sammy kind of way. Okay. Like I can't even see through the glasses anymore, but on Wednesday we are going to see, hopefully, someone that could help. Okay, not fitting any way, shape, or form, so let's try this way. Okay. All right, why? Why? Because, there we go. I can hear it squishing on there, so that's good. Okay. So, it's pretty cool looking. I thought it looked like a spark plug, but it's the top of the nozzle going into the coffee cup. You let me know when it focuses. Again, I can't see anything, so if you can see it, you can just touch the little hearts like these things here. Let me know if you can see if it's focusing for you. Okay. Just the back of it. That's the front of it. Okay, let's put that down for a second. Take a look here. Okay, so far we've done this here. These three, connected them. We put the back onto it. Sorry for the glare. I have lights above me that even though it's, afternoon here, I also have the window open over here for light. But this thing is putting kind of a glare on this glossy instruction, so I try to turn it so it doesn't glare out like that. So we put the back onto this. Now it's requiring us to put another piece across here, which looks like a B49. B49 going on the side of it. A B49. If you were a B49, oh, you would be right here. B49. So there's a B49 here and then a red one. That's the extra one. So pop this out. Use our little critter. B49. And we go to go. Oh, it already broke. Oh, no, it didn't broke. Oh, it's got a weird like flex to it. Oh, that is cool. Okay. It's like an accordion. Weird. That's neato. Okay, so that means it's going to go all the way around it. Oh. Ow. Okay, so look at that. So we're going to take this slot right here. We're going to connect it onto that tab. Also, we have a slot right here, which is going to be that tab, if we can make it work. Nice squish. And then we're going to take this and rotate it around. Rotate it around. And then try to connect. Try to connect. There we go. Oh, that is cool. Oh, let's put that back up there. And you know the interesting thing about the feel of this thing that went around here? That is neat. I don't think I've ever done one of those before. Similar to the barrels that I made in the saloon. It feels like the elastic that's on your underwear. Unless you wear boxers. Well, no, there's elastic on your boxers as well. So that's what this feels like under my fingers. The elastic that's in like underwear. Yeah. That was kind of neat. All right. So then we got that all the way around there. That's pretty nifty. The top, bottom. Cool. Okay. So that was this critter right here. So we connected it to one side, we rotated it around, connected it to the other side. Okay, so now, oh, you see it right here. It shows how you rotate it around with a little red arrow. Very cool. And then you should have something like that. Like so. And now, oh, we put it on top of that little shelf that we built. Cool. And we have a little slot for it right there. And we have a little peg right there. And of course, if it doesn't feel secure up there, you can always put a dab of glue. It's good. Seems to fit. Oh, we're going to put the underwear back on. Okay. Cute. Very cute. Okay. Oh, we're almost ready to start building a base now. Look at that. All right, so I'll show you where we started here. We went here. I don't know if it's focusing on there, but if it is, great. We went over to here and put the backside on. Then we went over here and put that on the side. Then we came down here and rotated it around said coffee maker, which is right here. And then we placed it on top of the shelf. Yay! That's where you hear the sound effect of, we completed something with our hands. Yay! Okay. Now we're moving on to part 8. It looks like we're going to start building. There is a base. So we're going to put those 2 critters onto that base. And we are looking for E6. E6. Well, we know this is E, I think. Nope, that's D. Oh, E6 is in the box. E6 dropped out on the first day. That does not look right. Let's see. Because we have two parts inside here, so this can't be it. So, let's pop this out. Let's see. Put you aside. You look like a window. Let's take you. You're inside something. That's a flash. Ruler of the universe. That does not look like what I am trying to look for. So an E6. This is an E, then this must be an E6. It's an E3, E5, E6. It is an E6, okay. Pop that big ol' little floor, Definitely smaller than floors I've made in the past. Okay. The orientation of this, according to this, you see the little decoration there, just here. So this will be placed like so. And then we take the one with the flowers and we put it here, like so. Slot, big slot right there. I'm sorry, big peg right there into slot said right there. Let's see if we can get that to work. No. Okay. Well, you know what that means. It's time to sand the pieces down because they're crappy and poopy. Somebody has said hi. Let us see. Rachel Breingar. Well, hello there. What is that little critter you have on there? Is it a bird? It's a cat. It's a cat. I see a cat eye. Hello. Good morning, y'all. Or afternoon, or yeah. Apparently there's some karaoke tonight. Place I've never been before. Thinking of going. So I took my little frost rod, aka little filer. Pink side is a finer grit. The blue side is a tougher grit. I filed a little bit here and here. Now we're going to try this again. There we go. Now, see? Filed it down a little bit. If it feels like it's wonky, run a bead of glue right across here. And it should hold it down. Okay. So then we got the other critter here. Here's the peg. Goes into said slot. Okay. Again, if it doesn't fit. Oh, speaking of cat, somebody wants to go outside. Hang on a second, y'all. Sam? Hey, Sammy, can you let everyone know to like, share, comment, and subscribe to @RealTalkChamp? You heard it right from the Sammy's mouth, everyone. And Sammy would know. He's a smart guy. Oh, look, everyone, you're all getting a belly. You're all getting a belly. He doesn't just do the belly for everyone. You all that are watching the live stream right now, get a belly. All right. Oh, yeah, let's see. Amber Clark. Well, hello there. What's that? I'm sorry, what was that, Sam? Yeah, do you want me to open the door? You do want me to open the door? Okay. Well, you all get to come with me for a moment while I open the door for Sammy. So, let's come over here and open the door for Sam. There you go, pal. There you go. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Coming back. All right, and we're back. All right, so let's make sure that this feels solid on here. So this one feels a little wobbly. So I think what I'm gonna do with this one is run a bead of glue on the feet here. Okay. Just so it feels more secure. Uh-oh. I can't see if it's going on there. I think it is, maybe. Now we shall place you back in your spot. Okay, there we go. And then again, if it doesn't feel secure, you can run a bead of glue on the bottom. Okay. So it looks like this is the counter where your employee would stand, because the cash register keyboard is facing this way and the coffee maker is here, so you would come over to this side and make your order for your stuff and still be able to see stuff that you could buy. Again, I can't see if this is focused. You'll have to let me know if it's focused on the screen. Okay, so we have started construction on the Kissa Coffee Shop. Let's cover up our glue so it doesn't dry out. Okay, so this is what we did. We connected said cabinets. I thought they were cabinets, but they're actually counters. Counters is the correct word. Yes, counter on the ground, shelf on the, or bookshelf, shelf against a wall. Counters, these are the counters. Okay. Hey, Sam. And then that's the completed step of these two critters right here. So now we can move on to the next page. Okay. I do have a tendency of going off on tangents. So if there's anything you want to chat about, anything at all, be it monkeys, be it kitty cats, be it schoolwork, be it whatever's tickling your totem pole, except I have two rules: no politics or religion. We want good vibes, not poopy vibes. All right, looks like we're going to be building some furniture here. Lovely. First, we need some agua. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. All right, we got to build some chairs. Some Cherry McCherritons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've got a B3 and a B17. Well, we know what a B17 is. A B17 bomber. B7. What did I say? I said B17 and B3. B17 and B3. Well, here is B3. Looks like we're going to be making a few of these chairs. It does say, well, we're making 4 of them. Okay, so we're getting all these little footsies out. Chair footsies. All right, let's see here. We sure as heck don't want to break anything. This is quite small and crumbly. So B3, so let's grab you. B3. Right here. B3 and B4. Oh, we finally get to use this side of the tool right here to put these on. Okay, so we need B17. Looks like these are B17 here. This is where you sit your tush on the chair. So let's try this here. So according to this image, we're taking the B17 backside and connecting it with the slot and peg off of this critter right here. So we are taking we have some colors on here. We have some red and some green. This must be telling us what piece of furniture goes where. Yes. See how it's marked in red right here? So red connects onto red that way. Like you do. Red onto red. Okay, that's kind of cool that they actually made it color coordinated on where you connect it. That's something new with the CuteBee. Although this is a newer kit, maybe a couple of years old, some of their older kits don't get as elaborate as that. Okay, so now we need a B4, which is going to look similar because it's more legs. B4. Before you slip into unconsciousness, I'd like to have a... No more. Can't sing anymore. We'll get a copyright strike. So you see the green. You see the green. So we do the same thing again. We connect said critter. Oh boy. We connect said critter. We connect said critter. How do we connect said critter on here? What if said critter doesn't want to connect? Then we take our Tooly McTooler tins and we push said critter. No? What about if we do it this way? Critter doesn't want to go. Oh. It's kind of weird, kind of wonky. Nope, that fell out. That fell out again. It has to go in a certain way. If it is facing that way, then this way has to go this way, and this way has to go that way, and... Okay. Oh, I broke it. See what happens when you push too hard? It breaks. What now? Can we get it out there? So I'm going to take it off the camera real quick here just so I can try to feel where it's got to go. Not working for the home team. Very complicated little chair. Just dropping everything. Very, very complicated little chair. But big, giant gorilla chimpanzee hands do break things, unfortunately. Just barely touching it. Now, the cool thing about CuteBee and maybe other companies, every time I break a chair, all I have to do is email the company and show them their brittle little thing and say, you need to send more. And within a week or so, you'll receive not just one chair, you'll receive the whole plate. The whole entire plate that the chairs come on. So, but I've got glue and I can glue these things back together. So we don't let it frustrate us. But yeah, very brittle stuff here. Very brittle. So we will be gluing that back together. In fact, here, let's see if we can do that. And we'll just let this one sit and we'll work on another one. Remember, when you're using the B7000 glue, it is a super glue. Make sure you are in a well-ventilated area or you will pass out from it. It is brutal. It would be cool if I could see it. Let's try again. Can I have that back, sir? Thank you. Trying to glue it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just holding it together. So we'll let this guy dry and we'll go work on another one. Okay. Let's start over. Grab another critter. Try again. Sir, I glued you together not to fall apart. To stay together. Stay together. Together. Done with that one. All right, moving on. Okay. All right, so we got this here. So let's try this again. Red goes in there first. So this faces this way. This faces this way. This should, in theory, go into that slot. Why it does not want to go into that slot is beyond all comprehension. I heard a swish. Okay, so then we take said part number 2. We have that. So this should go this direction. Fascinating. Just taking it off the screen for a moment to try to figure out why parts refuse to connect. Of course, it would help if I could see too. All right, so you don't want to push it on there very hard. Should be it right there. Very delicate, very delicate. Very delicate. Little wobbly chair. Very delicate. Now, if you did it right, these 2 pegs should be facing forward so that you can put the back on there. The back. Also, you notice how that's kind of hard to see again. I'm not sure if this is focusing. There's a peg off the back chair that's longer than the front pegs, you want that to be on the correct side as indicated in this red circle here. That's where it's going to be sticking into the floor. So then the back is another one of these accordion style pieces, and it is what? B2. B2, which is, I believe, these guys right here. Another accordion like the coffee maker. Yes, ma'am. Another accordion piece. So it's, the cardboard is perforated so that it bends. Very cool. All right, this is going to be a little tricky. So let's try to figure this out. Basically, this is it. We are connecting it there, curving it so that it looks like a dot. Let's try this. See how we do this. Hard to get the fingers in the correct position. No. How about this way? No. How about this way? No. All right, get the file out. Do some filing. All right, if you got to file one side, you got to file the other. What do you think, Sam? If you got to file one side, you got to file the other side? Yep, tail went up on both. Sammy knows. Go on that way. How about this way? Yep. Okay, that worked. So now, see it sitting here, and now we got to try to curve it without snapping it around it this way. Okay. Very carefully put slot and peg together. Or not. Yay! You didn't hear that. All right, it's a little wonky. A little on the wonky side. That's only because it's slightly out of whack here. Cattywampus. We have made a chair. A cute little diner chair. Aha! That's the snap we wanted to hear. All right. Cool. We made a chair. Chair! So I'll go through this again. I got to make 3 more of them. The other one's completely broken, but we'll try to glue that together and salvage it the best that we can. So we started here. We worked our way here using the tool to push it up into said slot, which we came out with this piece here, noting that that back peg needs to be in the back so it connects to the floor. Then we went over here, and it's showing you the perforations in here with those arrows. We connected one side, then we rotated it, gave it a little bit of a curve to connect it to the other side, as indicated in this picture, as it kind of curved around onto the inside of said peg, connected peg, and we created a chair. Yay! Don't all clap at once. A chair. Yay. Okay. Una mas? Or no? Tres mas? Oi. Where are we on time here? 2 hours. Wow. Holy monkey. All right, so let's get some more little cherry type things. So this one here goes with our brokeny one here. Let's see, we can salvage this. Does not want to connect any way, shape, or form. Again, it would really help if I could see. This is not salvageable, so in the trash we go. Adios. Okay, all right, let's start again. We have a 3, and we have a 4, and we have one of these, we have one of these. All right, let's try it again. Start off with the red, face it this way. Oh my Lord. Fascinating. Okay, let's get it at the right angle here. These are really tricky. Super wonky as well. So there's a slot. I can get it to focus. There's a slot right there that these pegs, these green pegs, are to slide into here, but it just 100% does not want to go without breaking. You're not supposed to press super hard. You just basically just sort of kind of just barely tapping it on there. Just barely. Making sure that peg is on the back. Okay, like so. Then we grab our little critter. Put it one side. Kind of hard to get my thumb in here. No. That side didn't want to go. Well, we filed it down. That's what we did last time. Okay. This is how we make furniture. Okay. Try again. And there goes the leg. Okay, so that side fits no problem. All right, let's try this again. It's just a matter of setting it in there. I think these things are going to require glue because they do not want to cooperate at all. Oh boy. Are you too good for your home? I really need to grow some eyes. I don't understand why you refuse. So bizarre. Oh my God. %, refuses. There we go. Nope. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why? The slot is the exact same size. You see the slot right there. And this peg just refuses to fit into it because it's just too thick. It makes no sense in my brain. So, if it doesn't fit, I chop it off and we just glue it on. Okay, I warned you. Say goodbye to peg. I warned you. Gone. Now we just glue it on. That's what you get for making a poopy model kit. A poopy model kit. It's called improvisation. A little bit of glue, sticky mix sticker tins. And you never knew that I broke it off there. Looks like a regular chair. Okay. Chair number dos. That guy over there. And it's sitting wobbly because remember there's that one peg that's going to connect into the floor. So, okay. So basically what's going to end up happening, these little critters are outside here. There's only going to be 3. Oh. Back. Here they are. Here. Right, mate. Right. Let's see here. So it looks like 2 go on the inside and 2 go on the outside, but we're going to put 1 on the outside because you know what? Sometimes people like to sit by themselves. So they're going to get a solo chair. All right, Uno Mas chair. So we take our butt, our legs, Please don't break. Please don't break. And the back. Okay. The last chair, I'm going to try to off camera, I'm going to try to reglue it all back together. So we may have a 4th chair, just it won't be on screen here. All right, so again, we face this the opposite direction. So the big side here faces towards us. Then we take the red little critter And see the angle here? We take this angle here, put them in here. See, that's the squish you want to hear. I mean, I have my phone sound set to ASMR, so hopefully you have the ability to hear the squish or the clicks of these pieces that connect together properly. But you'll have to let me know. Of course, I generally add music after I upload this to YouTube. So sometimes the click or make it disappear into the music. Oh, wow. Oh, son of a monkey. Okay. See, that one fit in there with absolutely no problem whatsoever. That one went perfectly in there. So let's see if this will fit together without having to sand. So that'll be a miracle. Curve it. Don't break, just curve it. Okay. Not sure why the last one refuses to go inside its spot here. So unfortunately, yeah, while everything was fitting together, it's this last peg that refuses to go into that slot. So all three of them will not go in to its little spot. So again, we're gonna get our blade here, chop some of this extra flash off. Don't do this without adult supervision, as I am completely blind and using a blade and just feeling. Now let's do this. We know that it fits this side. Oops, let's try this side first. Something is rotten in Denmark here. Huh. That's so weird. Spend an hour just on one little piece. So that side fits no problem. Curve you. Fascinating. Nope. Not even trying. Just went in. It just automatically just straight up went in with no effort whatsoever. Maximum effort averted. Okay. So that chair came out like perfect. Peg is in the right spot. Tush is in the right spot. All right, so we have 3 critters. 4th we'll work on another time. Well, now we are going to place said critters, but first it wants us to put a table base. So table base is B11 and B10. B11 and B10. Yeah, see, I put tricky work into building this and doing it live, because if it was just like uploaded content, I would have sped right past that whole thing that took almost an hour of putting those pieces together, frustratingly together, without screaming. Close. I was about to crawl into a fetal position and start crying, if that helps. What am I doing? Oh, what did I say? B10 and B11. Okay. Here is a B10, I think. B10 and B11. Here is B11, B11, B11. Holy mother of monkey jello. All right, these things are warped, massively warped inside here. Okay, we got a B11, now we need a B10. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if I actually had eyes and I could see? Wouldn't that be neato? Okay. All right, so we have one of these critters. You want me to put this critter into this critter? Like you do. Oh, son of mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, dogs, cousins, parrot. Okay. Oh my God, please let me see. No religion. You can hear it squished in there. It's just kind of wonky. Oh, I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying. All right, let's take our little floor. Let's figure this out. So right over here. So I'm gonna start using some glue since it's not cooperating. Okay. Let's see what this goes. So if this worked, if this could stay on somehow without falling off, and then somehow I could flip this around, it didn't fall off, and we connected it right here. Son of a mother, father, sister, and brother, aunt, uncles, dog, son of mother. Tried for the 15th time. Stay. I just loaded it up with all glue down here, so. Oh, we're stuck to the base. Okay. So now, you want me to put chairs in here, so I'm going to take some gluey McLuertons. Gluey McLuertons. Okay, so here and here it looks like. So here and here. The glue will dry clear, so it won't be all messy like it is. Stick that little peg down in yonder. Little peg being this little peg into yonder hole. Like so. And I assume we're going to put a tabletop on here. We are going to put a tabletop on here. Just down over here, we're going to take our flower from previous. We're going to take a D16 and let's see here. We need a B7, a B16, and a B19. 7, 16, 19. 7, 16, 19. 7. Right here. 7. Flash in the mouth. 16, which is a flange. And 19. 19. Right, mate, right. All right, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna take this here. And we're gonna set this up on here. Like so. I'm gonna put the coffee cup through the little brown doohickey. Oh, son of a mother father. Oh my Lord. Stupid tablet. There we go. Stupid tablet. It heard me start swearing in my swearingness of Swearville. Which I wasn't swearing because I was using Southern son of a mother, father, sister, and brother, aunt and uncle. Okay. So this little cup on this flange, that little peg, goes into little hole slot there, like so. Then you take Mr. Flowers that we did earlier. Oh, don't fall. Caught it. Oh, we lost a flower. Nope, it's still there. Okay, good. We take a little critter that's on the bottom of this that you probably can't see, and we put it into slot right there. Okay. Try is the key word. Please don't fall off. Oh, please don't break. Like so. Oh, flower fell off. Kind of. Flower still kind of on there. Okay. Like so. And then we take that and somehow we put it on the top of the table post. Somehow. I'm going to hold this in my hand, put some gluey McGluertins up here. That's a little bit too much gluey McGluertins. Then we're going to set this this way. No. Be nice if I could see. But I know it's just not in the cards. Huh. Yeah, I've never actually had a kit that fit well together at all, ever. It always is a disappointment, but once you're finished with it, it's gorgeous, generally. Is that correct? That is correct. Flower facing outward. Little coffee cup facing the chair. Flower pot on the edge of the table there. Oh, be careful. Set on there. So looking at these little chairs, again, 3-inch figure, maybe 2-inch figure. maybe, as far as size goes. I figure somebody, you know, if I had a little Star Wars figure or something that I can put next to it for like size, that would be great. All right, so we'll start at the beginning and show you what I did. We started up over here, building little chairs, using the tool this guy right here is a tool, but that's not the tool we're talking about. This tool right here. Using the tool, we pushed the legs together into the butt where you put your tush, and we created this. We went down here and we used this accordion piece of backing to connect it to the back of said chair, rotating it around until it connected. And we made the sassy chair. Now it told us we had to make 4, but we crushed one of them with our big giant gorilla chimpanzee type hands. So we made only 3. Then we made a little doohickey table, connected it to the floor very painfully. Here, we connected 2 of the chairs down. And we came down here and we made a little tabletop. The little flange, which is like a saucer, I guess. That's supposed to be a saucer and a cup on the saucer. And our little plant from part 1. Well, we did also make one in part 2, which is today. So this is part 2. We connected said tabletop to the post. And we have this. Yay! What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Now we can move on to the next page. All right, what are we making now? What are we making now? What on earth is this? I have no idea. We are making something. Okay. Still have a little time. Let's see. Generally, we try to go 4 hours or 2.5 hours into this. I generally try to go 4 hours for each part. Granted, part 1, because I got real sick, I had to end it only an hour in, or a little less than an hour in. But yeah. So this is the guy that's doing all this crap here for you all. That guy right there, that's Ricky for Real Talk Chimp. That's the channel. That guy right there. Live streaming on YouTube at Real Talk Chimp. That's RealTalkChimp. This is part 2 of building this CuteBee DIY miniature house, the Kissa Coffee. It's a Japanese style coffee house. It actually exists. You can Google search it and you will find this building in Japan. It's a common coffee house, just a different architectural style than you see in the other 12 kits that I made. So like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll continue on this part 2. There's somebody behind the hats. And our therapy cat, who's passed out in the doorway right there. Hey, Sammy, can you tell everyone to like, share, comment, and subscribe to at Real Talk Chimp? Can you give me a tail wag? Mr. Sammy, are you still alive? Hello? Okay, well, all right, here we go. Moving on. All right, we need B25 times 2 and B23. B25 times 2. B25 times 2. Here is B25 times 2. I think. Yes. Oh, shots fired. B25 times 2 and B23. Here is B23. Hopefully you can see that. B23, and we need a base. We need B33. B33. There's a 31. There's a B33. There's a B33. Where are you, B33? Where would you be? Where would B33 be? B. There it is. Right there on the screen. B33. All right, I'm going to do some connector tins. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Doing this by braille. So look at the orientation. We have the pegs going off to the right. Well, I don't think they're pegs, but they're something. We have a peg facing downward. That's the peg that we want to work with. We want to put that into our base. There's no silk screen on either side. Should be able to. There we go. I heard a squish. So you want the peg to be outwards like that, down, facing down. Okay, then let's see. We have a slot here, but let's see. It's thinner on this side than it is on this side. So let's look on the instructions on what side goes where. Okay, there's a little white square. Little white square goes on that side there. Okay, so that connects onto there like so. So then this one here, where is it? Feeling around. This one here, same thing. Connects onto, hopefully heard that squish. Like you do. I have no idea what these are because I can't see them. Okay. So now we're going to put some sides on it. So here we go. We created that critter, which is this. Now we're going to add some sides to that. So let's see how, sir. Good, sir. Let's see what we got here. Right, okay, we need B30 times 2 and B24 times 2. B30 times 2. So we have B24 times 2 here. It appears to be B30 right below it, yes. B30 right below it, right here. Disconnect yourself. Thank you. I don't know why I'm speaking like this, but I only see 3 pieces, which means we are stuck to the back. We are stuck to the back. Okay. All right, what do we got to do here? What do we have to do here? First of all, we have to do holy mother of monkey jello. Let's figure this out. We have a design here, so I'm going to think that side is going to go in the, yes, right here, sir. Put this here. Can you squish in there, sir, for me, please? No. No squishing in baseball? Right, so we try it on the other side. Or wait, did you go? Yes, you did. I heard a squish click. There we go. I heard a click. Now for number dos. Wrong one. This one here. Try to connect it to this side. Nice click. quite there yet. Son of a mother, father. I guess that's the best I can do. There we go. Squishy McSquishertons. Now we need one for this side. Hi, Sam. This one goes at a bizarre angle. Okay, how about this side? Okay. Where are you? Here you are. How about this one? Okay, how about this side? There we go. Weird. I don't understand, but yes. Okay, how about this side? Well, this side doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Heard of Squishy McSquishertons? I guess it's supposed to show us that maybe these two sides collapse on top of each other to close up said box. Okay. So this is what we've done, everyone. We made this. We took that piece and that piece and we slid them on to the sides. Placed that peg down into that base. Then we went over here and showed you we made that. And we went down here and we connected those sides with the printing on the outside facing us. Those sides connected it there to be this. Some type of weird opened box, pegs facing down to connect onto something. So now it wants us to put it on the floor. So we're gonna change the orientation of our ground here, and we are going to put this in that thing right there. So this peg here, we'll connect this onto the said floor, like so. It just sat there, it doesn't feel, so I'm gonna drop a little bit of glue in here, because it does not feel secure to me. Come back. Okay. Grab our pooper towel here. Wipe off some of this glue. Our pooper towel. Piece of flashing there. So a little box. Oh. Okay. So let's take a look here. We put the little box into the floor. Then we have that. Insert box on the floor. All right. Like so. All right, let's close up our little gluey McGluertins here because we're not using it at the moment. AAA batteries, that goes in the LED box. I'm going to try clean off the nozzle of said B7000. Try without seeing. I cannot put cap on. Cap on, cap off, cap on, cap off. The can. Never mind. All right, what do we got now? Now we have to get something here. A bunch of B7s or E7s, E10s. And we had that, we had that over here. It had fallen off earlier. So this critter, Okay. So now we need a bunch of E's. So we need E7s and an E10. Why? We need 4 E7s and 2 E10s. 4 E7. So this is a diagram of showing it, how it connects. 4 E7s and an, oh my Lord. Hello. You have a big belly, sir. You have a big roly belly. Hi, Sammy. How you doing, Sam? See, everyone needs a moment of zen just to look at the Sammy. Oh, look at that belly. Look at that belly. Thank you for the belly, Sam. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Just need a moment to look over at the Sammy. Where was I? Oh, E. E7. We need 4 E7s, which are right here. 4 E7s. No, I might. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 E7s. We'll do those first. Where are we going to put them? Okay, so orientation is this way. E7s go into the round critters here. So let's see. Is there any particular way this goes in said spot? Uno. Dos. Trace. Oh, that one doesn't really cooperate. Quattro. Okay, so we got those 4. And now we need 2 E10s. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry, I made a noise. E10s. Ow. If you were an E10, where would you be? Oh, they're the itty bitty ones right here. Okay. Little itty bitty ones. And here it is. E10. See, the more you use this thing, the more material comes off of it. So right. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, so where do you guys go? E10s. You guys go in that one and that one. Okay, let's figure this out. Small peg down, big side out. Small peg, big side. Small peg. There's one little critter. Nope. If you're brave enough to use tweezers, go for it. Just be expected to watch it fly. Oh my goodness. Sammy, I need your paws. I need your paw power. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, you see that on the diagram there? That's what we're looking for. So now we have to take this contraption, flip it. Oh, it's facing the right way. And then we have to somehow put those pegs through these holes right here. So, oh boy. Okay. Taking a square peg and putting it through a round hole. That's the sound you want to hear. That's the sound that you want to hear. Why? Why? Why is there always one that refuses to go in? Why, I ask. All right, squishy McSquishertons. Let's make sure that is correct. And that's not correct. Start over again. Let's see which direction this has to go in this way. Oh boy. Son of a mother, father, sister, and brother. Oh my goodness. Okay, that should be correct now. Oh, we put your underwear back on. There we go. Okay, everybody is in its place, facing the correct way. Yes. Reset the orientation as it is facing this direction with the smaller square this way, the bigger square that way. So I had to put the counters that are open facing us, chairs to the right. So I had put it in wrong the first time. Now I have it in correctly. Pegs in the correct spot. Right, mate, right. Okay. All right, we're done with this page here. We're done with part 12. Let's move on to part 13 or step 13 or something. Looks like we're going to be doing some walls. Okay, some walls and windows. So we will take our critter, put it aside. Let's see what we got. We got a whole bunch of red writing here. What does it say? It says, peel off the protective film from both sides of the PVC before attaching. The same applies below and in multiple languages. All right, well, starting off, we need 2 A4s and an A2. 2 A4s and an A2. Hang on a second. Must rearrange my seating. Oh. Okay. Let's go all the way over to A. Grab A. Okay, I see A4s right here. Give me that back. Give me this back. And then, what is that? An A2? A2. A2. Here's an A2, but it's got stuff on the inside of it. So we're going to pop that out, put that aside, and take this outside frame here. Take A and put it over yonder. We have a thing. It looks like a window frame. Okay, Okay, handle goes on the bottom. So this is your orientation, handle on the bottom, slots on top, pegs on the sides. And pegs on the sides are where this critter is going to go. So there's the slot for said peg. Squishes right on there. Nothing to hold this one on. This one's just loose on there. Peg there. Same thing with the other side. Just mimicking or not. Cooperate. Yes, whenever I build model kits, I get Tourette syndrome. But luckily, I have a filter on my potty mouth, so because these kits are for ages 14 and up, my channel is considered a mature channel, only because of the violent video games I play. But because we're doing arts and crafts, I have to keep my potty mouth to a minimum. So you get son of a mother, father, sister, and brother, holy monkey, but you will not hear potty language from me because I'm a good chimp. The good chimp lollipop. Okay, I just put that together. So now we're going to connect it to a wall, but put something right there. Let's figure out what right there is. Can I tell? It's an A3. Ah, we're doing it outside. So first of all, we need this. What is that? We need an A1. We need an A1 steak sauce. That is a D. That won't help us. We need an A1. A1. Here is an A1. But we need to pop out this critter right here because this is not part of it. Put that aside. Give us the A1. We have an A1, but we also need, what did I say that other one was? An A3. An A3. Here is an A3. It's an outside awning side. Basically, it is that thing right there. It's got two slots on it, there and there. Arrow, what are we doing here, mate? We are connecting that all to there and putting that on there. Okay, but you see that there is a hole right there. So that shows you the orientation of this outside wall, that. If it was turned this way, then that would be in the wrong position. You want it to be in this position. So we take this and we connect it how? Inside here. Somehow. Just kind of supposed to sit in here somehow without son of a mother father. So those right there that I can't quite focus on connect into the corners of this doohickey. And somehow we bend it without breaking it. Put this frame in this window. That does not want to go. Okay. Let's try to look at this. I see how it has to go. I'm doing what it says it needs to do, but you are not cooperating. Why are you not cooperating? Don't make me get Sammy to kick your butt. Sammy says, I'm ready to kick butt. I am ready to chew gum. Kick butt. Please don't break. Why? Why are you being like this? Sammy, it's not cooperating. I need your paws. Sammy, I'm going to need some serious therapy after this. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I really don't want to break it, but they made it so difficult in here. So you want me to put these pegs on the inside. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we got to do some construction here, folks. Make this a little deeper. Please have adult supervision when you're using sharp things so you don't chop off phalanges. About to throw this thing in the trash. I gotta somehow curve this thing because I cannot get it to fit inside here. I think the 3 to 5 hour build time is for just one piece. It takes 3 to 5 hours just to put one piece together. Oh. Okay. We get the other side to do that. Without breaking it. That work? No, one side's in, the other side is not in yet. Oh, don't break. Please don't break. Okay. All right. Whew. Got that in there. It only took 47 minutes, but we got it in there. This part sits behind these two pegs. Oh, you can't see it. This thing here sits behind these two pegs here. So almost like it's a swinging door, and it is. See? It swings up, swings down. We have made a swinging door. See? We connected that thing there. It's just a matter of finagling it to cooperate. All right, so on the top of this thing here, you'll see these pegs. Chances are we're probably going to have to file them down so that they fit into the little awning here. if they work. They should just connect. Like so. Okay. So now you have a cool little window that'll open up. Let some breeze in. Okay. Perspired through that whole construction. Is anybody here? Click on some of the hearts or something and let me know that you are here. All right. So now we need to put some windows in, or we need to put a window in. So we're going to grab the PVC. So let's find where the PVC is. Here is the PVC. Okay, now instructions. Instructions show the PVC orientation like this. Kind of hard to see. There's one there, and a couple across here. But you see the shape we're going for here is that one there. That's the one we need to grab, which is this one here. So we're gonna pry it out of here. Okay, so this has a coating on both sides of the PVC that we're going to try to force off. So we're taking our fingernail and trying to get underneath it so we can peel it. Doesn't help that I can't see anything. Oh, there's one side. See, it's now semi-clear. Get rid of that. Now let's try to get the other one here. There we go. Peel that off. Lovely. Okay, this is going to require glue. So now, where do you want me to cut it? I will do no such thing. It's going to connect onto said critter. Oh, it doesn't show glue. It wants me to use the double-sided Mr. Smiley tape. So let's grab the Mr. Smiley tape. Coined by me, Mr. Smiley. It's the double-sided tape that comes with this kit. Instead of gluing, this stuff doesn't always work, but it's kind of like a real cheap 3M tape. Super, super teeny tiny. And that's going to require us to cut. That's what it wants us to do. So we will use our razor McBlader tins. Oh boy, this is very difficult to see. Okay. So you want me to do what now? put this where? How? Who? What? I'm going to flip this around like so. Okay, so you want me to do this now. You want me to do what? I'm gonna put it on the side here, huh? You're gonna make me cut all this? Oh, what? I am not using Mr. Smiley. I'm going with my original plan of glue. No, Mr. Smiley. Gluey McGluer 10s. Maybe if I could see, I would use the tape, but I can't. So we're just going to use the glue. We have a window. What do you think? What do you think? All that blustering, and we have a window. Pretty hearts. Yay. Pretty hearts. It closes and it opens. Hey, we made a window. Window to the wall. Okay. All right, let's see. So all that frustration came from this. Over to this, to that. Then we came down here, peeled off said covering, And then we put it on there. Now, wanted us to use the Mr. Smiley tape, but I refuse. I just glued it on there because I'm using clear drying glue. Even though this stuff is semi-clear, not really. Ugh. So we'll put a couple of frost rods on here. Stay. Stay. Uh-oh. Sammy! All right, what's going on? What are we doing? Why are we here? What's happening? We'll finish off this page and we'll call it. How's that? My brain is turning to mush. So we got a new step here, which is some random number there, 15, I guess. So we're looking for a, holy mother of monkey jello. We're looking for an A5 and a bunch of little things. What's that, Sam? What's going on, Sam? Come here. Hi, Sam. You're looking for some snuggles? Uh-oh, what is it? What do you see out there? What is it? Is it a birdie? Is it a monkey? Do you see a monkey outside? It is a monkey? There's lots of monkeys outside, huh? We're in India. There's monkeys everywhere. I love you, Sammy. Can you tell everyone to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Real Talk Champ? Gotta have the Sammy therapy every once in a while, folks. All right, what did I say we're doing? We're building a kit right now. Yeah, okay, A5. If you were A5, where would you be? Would you be over here? Nope, that's D. That's E. That's B. Here's A. Okay. A5. Does that look like an A5 to you? I can't see it. That is an A5. That's an A5 right here. So we're building another shelf. I'm going to take window and put window over here. Over there. Oh. And then we have A5, so then we need something. We need an A16 and an A15. A16 and an A15. I think it's inside here. Is it inside here? Those are 14s and 13s. Oh! Sammy has come for his stamp of approval. Are you coming to give your stamp of approval, Sammy? Here he comes to save the day. It's Sammy Mouse. Hi, Sam. Thank you for the butt. Appreciate it. Hi, Sam. Where? Right now. All right, so it's on one of these panels. Is it this one? Let's see. I can't read it. Oops. An A15 and an A16. Is that what we need? That is what we need. An A15 and an A16. Oh, God. A15 is this one. So this one goes where? So turn this around. This one here goes here. I think, yes. Then this one here. Oh, come clean, come loose. Ah. Get rid of that. That one here goes here. Right in that little dot right there. Okay, I'm gonna need to put that one in first. That's just a little too tricky and hard to see. Okay, and then this one goes into that little slot there. Like so. Oh, come on. Like so. Okay, then we need a B44 and a B12. B44, 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 44, B44. Here is a B44. B44 is the cup. The coffee cup. B44. B44 goes into this slot right here. Like so. And then I'll buy 12. I'll buy 12. What say a buy 12? Where's a buy 12 here? B12. B12. Apparently I've already used a B12. I don't have two B12s. Wait a second. Wait a second. That means I screwed something up somewhere else. Hang on. Oh, I did screw up something else. I should have put a B13 there. Okay, well that's an easy fix. There is a B13. I grabbed the wrong one, so the 13 goes in place of the B12, which is right where? Right here, okay. So we remove this. Here, we add this. What side does it go? It's that side. Right here. Oh my Lord, I can't see it. Right here, okay. All right, mistaken identity. It's all good. We replaced it. The B13, which is right here, is what's supposed to be there. Not the B12. So the B12 comes with me over here. It goes into that slot right there, I believe. Always good to double check. Yes, it does go into that slot. So not the square one, the round one. Putting a square peg in a round hole. There we go. Right, mate. Okay, so that's what we did right there. And created that, which is that. Okay, and that goes on the inside of the window that we created. So it goes like so. So we open the window, and the slots that are there are now, the pegs will go into there, but let's see how that works. Let's see. So we reverse it, face it this way. So that means, oh, don't fall out, don't fall out. So we're gonna place this, first let's move the window out of the way. So we're gonna hold it like this and run the pegs that are there that you see into the slots that are here. Try is the key word. And again, if it doesn't fit, we must sand, file them to go. And they're not going to fit. Because we know that already. We shouldn't even bother trying anymore, just file. Just file. "99.8% of every part on every kit that I have ever built requires filing and glue, even though it doesn't say file and glue." There's that wonderful sound. Okay. I could just smell the coffee brewing in this nice open window here. A little of that French vanilla. So basically you're going to hear, I have coffee, a large latte with chocolate syrup for Amber Clark. I've got a vanilla double shot for Rachel Reingar. I've got a single cappuccino for Trail 2029. And a bowl of milk for Sammy. Okay. Right. All right. Okay, so that was connecting all those critters on here. Making that. Then connecting this critter onto the windowsill. Like that. Now we'll go down here and we'll make whatever the heck that is. Okay, and then we'll call it a day. Let's see, yeah, because I think, yeah, we're almost coming up to the 3:30 mark. All right, so what do we need? We need an E1 and an E11. An E1 and an E11. So if you were an E, where would you be? Here's an E. I need an E1, which is here. And an E11, which is here. Okay. So what do you want me to do? You want me to use some Peggy McPeggertons? You want me to use some E12s, okay, to connect those critters together? So that we connect it like so. An E12. E12. Here is an E12. Or two E12s. I'm going to need the tool to get these critters out. Some more nails, I guess, or pegs. Peggy 13. Okay, so then we need to put them through these slots right here. Nice squish. Nice little squish. So now these peggies are right here like so. Okay, let's make sure we did that correctly. Okay, so then we connect it this side to this side. those slots onto those peggies. Like that. Oh, come back here. Where are you going? Hey, you. You guys are supposed to go inside here like so. Let's use our little phalanges to try to push these together. Wow, you really don't want to go on here. Why are you being such a rotten son of a mother father? Time to use teeth. I use my teeth to squish these two together. Okay. And now you want me to put this where? You want me to connect it here with an A5? What is that? No, an A8. An A8. Let's grab our A. Look for an A8. A8. Here's an A8. That is an A8. Okay. So an A8 goes where? Where does this go? So we face this way. The A8 goes into holy moly. Let's try to figure this out. It goes into those first two slots there. Yeah, I love this magnifying glass. I bought it for when I was coin collecting. It's got black light on it. It's got LED lights on it. It charges with a USB, so you don't have to put batteries in it. And then it also has a little black light on there, which is super cool too, so that you can look at dollar bills and stuff to see if they're counterfeit. Okay, so this guy goes on this first peg here, first slot I mean. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Okay, and then this connects how? It's supposed to connect right here and underneath this. So that's where these peggies come in. Peggies. Or not. No. Huh. Oh, they're facing the wrong way? It's supposed to be this direction, but it won't work. How do you figure? Son of a mother, father, sister, and brother. I just gotta rotate them around. See, it doesn't want to go in that way. Oh, yes, it does. Don't you argue with me, sir. So this goes like so. Don't you break. There's no breaking in baseball. Peggies that are now vertical instead of horizontal go into the vertical slots, in theory. Oh, Lord have mercy. I still think I'm going to glue it down. It seems to be holding. Seems to be holding. A little wonky, but seems to be holding. So it gives it the look that you can open this drawer, but you can't. But it still looks pretty cool. And normally the handles are painted on, where you would reach in and pull the drawer open. But these are actually little slots right there, so that's kind of cool. Not that you'll ever see this, because this will be facing on the inside, of course. So we are looking at, what side are we looking at here? I think we're looking at this side right here. Meow. Okie dokie. Let's see how we're doing here. 3 hours and 37 minutes. Okay. All right, so let's show you what I did. We connected that little shelf. I showed you all that. We dropped down here and we connected these two parts together with those little pegs, although I put them in incorrectly when I tried to connect it to the wall, so I had to pop them out and rotate them vertical, not horizontal. Connect that again to give it a 3D appearance. So then we put that, whatever that little doohickey is right there, onto that wall. Connect that little doohickey shelves onto that wall, and then that's what we have there. So what that's showing is, it's showing the inside here, like so. There's the outside awning, which you see just on the edge right there. And then this sassy window opens up, which is super cool. So I could see a child wanting to play with that. So like, if your child's imagination is amazing, like mine, they will do things like, I've got an order for, I got an order for Jan Paul Magtolis, a large cappuccino frothy, right? You chat with me, I shout out your name. Now, even if you're watching this live stream back as an archive video on YouTube, you can still comment in the chat. You can still chat. I enjoy communication. I promote communication. So chat with me. Whether you're watching this as a live stream right now, or you're watching it back as an archive video on YouTube, or any of my YouTubes in the arts and crafts playlist, or any of my playlists, chat away, question away, comment away, suggestion away. I love communication. That is why I am a real talk chimp, because I love to talk. Really. Okay. Well, on that note, I think we accomplished quite a lot today. Quite a lot in this 3.5 hours here. Built all this sass. All this sass. We went quite sassy today. So this is part 2 of this CuteBee DIY miniature house a Kissa Coffee, a little Japanese coffee shop, which is an actual real place. They have them all over the world. Kissa, Kissa, that's the American word, right? Or Italian word, or whatever word you want to use. But in the Japanese, it means a style of architecture. So you see like the slanted roof and style of architecture. The Kissa. I don't know how you pronounce that. But everything is in the description of this video that I will be uploading to YouTube and archiving. It has, this particular kit is a City Walk. It's part of the City Walk set. It's a 3 out of 5 stars, means it's a little tricky. 262 pieces. It says time 3 to 5 hours, build time. 14 plus are the age that it's required to build it. But if you are under 14 years old, make sure a parent is with you building it. It's wooden, made out of the MDF board. It has an LED light that you can turn on. It's got a kitty cat up here. It's showing other stuff that's in here as well. The dimensions, once completed, is 14.3 by 14.3 by 13.2 centimeters. That's a pretty good size. It's about the same size as all the 3D wooden puzzles that I put together. A little bit smaller than some of the other kits I put together. You know, like I put that saloon together, and that was what, 1,000 pieces, 1,200 pieces, or whatever. Obviously, I get harder kits each time I buy. I try to look for everything. I mostly do the Japanese style kits because that's my favorite style of architecture. But if you have a suggestion for something you want to see me build, there's pirate stuff, there's fantasy stuff, there's all kinds of stuff. You can look on Google or Amazon. If there's a kit you want me to buy and build, and you want to watch me build it, share at Real Talk Chimp with your friends and family, of course. Chat, like I said, hit the like button. Like button means that more people can find me and us and them, yes. And it's a trademark registered brand. Have it on YouTube and all social medias, realtalkchimp.com as well. And I'm Ricky, and I live stream. One of the live streams you've seen Michael. There's other people that use Real Talk Chimp. If you want to put Real Talk Chimp in your live streams or content, hashtag Real Talk Chimp or the @ symbol Real Talk Chimp. And yeah, we'll pick this up again. And any questions? Any comments? You want to say hi to Sammy? We'll look over at Sammy over here. Hey, Sammy. I love you. Everyone loves Sammy. That's the new spin-off of Everyone Loves Raymond. You want to tell everyone to like, share, comment, and subscribe to @RealTalkChamp? Thank you. All right, on behalf of Sammy, Ricky, live streaming part 2 of this kit. Hopefully we can finish it on the next part, or maybe it takes a couple of parts. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace and chicken grease, everyone. Take care. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.